Hello everyone. So initially I wasn't gonna stream, but I wanted to actually trade today, so I wasn't gonna stream. But after kind of looking at how the morning at 9:45 when I usually start to trade, looking how it's moving, I don't want to trade today. And I'll go into why. Like I still think that we can see some good movement. It's not that I'm thinking we're gonna continue consolidating and chopping around and we're have poor conditions. It's just it's not matching up with my model, with what I want to see. And so simply I'm just not trading. Instead I'm reading it. I'm tape reading it. So that's why. But let me get into let me just copy paste some notes and then I'll get into it. Hold on. I was reading something before I started the stream. What the heck? Alright. We're good. So let's get into price action this morning and what I expect to see for the rest of the day. We're seeing a bit of rejection right now, which is okay. Let me clear my throat. Okay. I expect this high. Maybe today. It's possible. I know it's a large move, but we did have GDP, which is a big data release. And even though the forecast was lower and in the actual release was lower than the previous GDP, this would be seen as bad news. But it doesn't matter. Price isn't going to listen to what the news says. Sometimes it will, but sometimes it won't. And until the bad news actually becomes bad news and it's reflected in the economy, the markets will just continue doing its own thing, what people think. And people don't really look at the news and make immediate decisions based on what the news releases. They need to get more information and listen to the Fed and all that stuff. So, but we already know that markets have no bearing on what the news is, just the fact that there is news. But because there was a high impact news, it's possible today sees more volatility and expands in a certain direction. You look at price action, leaving this high, not really chopping around much, and getting people into early shorts, stopping them out. There hasn't really been a stop run on the daily chart. And we reject this fair value gap here, the inverse one, and now we're back into it. So immediately showing that maybe it doesn't want to leave. We've traded to the previous low and high of that candle there, the previous candles high and low. So already like my expectations are a lot lower for looking for any high probability trades. If we had still been underneath midnight open and not traded to the previous day high, that's the trade I would have loved to take. And I did when I got up at 8:30 and I saw that the news, how it had released, like I knew that I probably wouldn't be able to trade, that the trades were to be taken before 9:30. But it is what it is. Sometimes, I want to see something and it doesn't happen on my time, and that's okay. The goal is to submit yourself to price. Don't force price to submit itself to you, or don't try that, because if you do, you're gonna get it's not gonna be good. These quarterly cycles are I don't know why the boxes are shown. Let me just take them off. Alright, so 4-hour fair value gap, dipped into that Wednesday, and then we came beneath that low as we consolidated and came and sweep that low during Asia session, yesterday's open, or I guess today's open, and we've just been running higher from there. So we could see a bit of consolidation now, but we could also just see continuation. I'm not expecting a big reversal. Why? Because there's relative equal highs, but I think too many people are thinking it's a reversal, and I think there's just too many people that went short on this huge leg here and have not gotten stopped out. So I'm looking at that and I'm saying we also have bad news. I think if it is to go lower, it'd be too easy. Like, it would be way too easy for price to go lower, and weekly candles rejecting a bullish fair value gap. So we still have higher PD rates to reach to like 50% of that wick. So I mean, overall, there's a lot of things that higher I could see. Yeah. Why is this here? Why is that there? What the heck? Okay. The other thing too, which I've been mentioning a lot, is the 3-day look back and cast ahead from Monday. Because why am I using Monday for 3-day look back and cast ahead? Because Monday made a market structure shift. Monday is the day that after we took sell side liquidity, we shifted the market structure higher. And so the algorithm on that day, I look at it as like a static look back, is going to look back 3 days, and it's going to basically put in a delivery, a program that will deliver it to a certain level of liquidity in the past 3 days. Now, it doesn't have to be the very high. It can be a fair value gap. It could be these relative equal highs. But there is potential. If we're going to see a run on buy side liquidity, I would like it to be today, because if you look ahead 3 days, right, we have about till I guess midnight tonight. So should be taken today. If we're gonna do that, I mean, it can tomorrow, but I'd like to see if it's willing to take it today. But right now, you go down to the 15-minute chart and you see prices rejecting, potentially creating that order block. Maybe it's creating some 5-minute fair value gaps, 1-minute fair value gaps, and I'm sure a lot of people are probably trying to short on these. I would not trust them. All right, I would not trust anything short today. I'd be very careful, because there's a lot of reasons to be short, unfortunately. And there's also the dollar too. If you look at the dollar is not in agreement with a short bias, because the dollar is trading lower. So you could say actually that we've reached the fair value gap. We could be going higher, but there's a volume imbalance. There's another fair value gap down there. Right, the dollar still has ways to go. There's a daily volume imbalance it could reach into. It can still keep going lower. Nothing says that it's going to go higher right now. Don't try and time the bottom, but you see that the dollar is obviously in the past, overnight and yesterday. Well, actually all day today, the dollar's been heading lower. So don't expect a reversal until at least 11 o'clock. Like, don't expect it to reverse until 11 o'clock when London closes. You should continue this delivery. Basically, is what I am going with. And the S&P has not yet traded to these highs. Like, it's slightly swept this high. It has not traded to that high. I don't see this as a good enough sweep. I need to see the bodies sort of close out of this trend and sort of give people the impression that there's a breakout. So I'm not trusting anything lower right now. I think they should probably consolidate a little bit, maybe give people the impression we're going lower. And this is like probably gonna hurt a lot of people that are trying to short. In fact, let me actually see. I hate doing this. I hate going on. Oh, I'm full port shorts right now, bro. Are you actually joking, Jason? Are you full port shorts? Or are you joking you're gonna get out? I would get out. I wouldn't. I'm telling you right now, I would not be full port shorts. You're about to lose. I mean, I'm not saying for sure you're gonna lose, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't mean to discourage you, but it's just I would not trust it. Okay. Good. You scared me for a sec there. Yeah, I wouldn't mind taking longs. It's just that we're way above midnight open, and how much it can retrace, I'd rather not try and figure that out. If we're above midnight open, I'd just stay out. Like, ideally, I would want to get in during Asia session, but I don't trade that time, right? So it means that it just left without me. The train left the station basically, and I can't take part of it. That's okay though. Tomorrow maybe shorts. Maybe tomorrow shorts. Depends if it takes buy side liquidity or not. So I got Top Step TV if they're short. Some of them want to go short. I don't know if they actually did, but one of them was framing a short. Probably stay until 10:30. I just want to see. Oh, hold on, Jaser. How long have you been trading? So I've been trading for since the crypto boom in 2021, but on and off. It's really when I found ICT January 5th, 2023, that I got serious about trading. Before that, I was basically just a gambler. I would just trading stocks and buying what I think will go up or down. I didn't know much about indicators at all, really. So I would say seriously trading about a year and a half since January 5th, 2023. It's a good thing I never really use indicators seriously, because I don't know if that's a good thing actually. Because I know a lot of ICT traders that have a lot of knowledge on the indicators. I guess it's easier for them to understand when the market's going to think that price is going to do one thing. Like I just know the basic ones like RSI, but Elliott wave and all these things, I have no idea how it works. So I can't tell you if everyone thinks that Elliott wave is going to work out and then look for times to fade it. So maybe it's good, maybe it's not, but I feel like when I came to ICT, I was a lot more fresh, novice, and my mind wasn't clouded with all these ideas about how the markets work. So I was easily palatable. Like I could be mentored easily. But most don't start on ICT, so there's a huge learning curve. I've been trying to get some of my friends to learn ICT that want to get into trading, and they have no idea what a market order is, and to them it's ICT is like Chinese. It's I didn't understand how complicated it actually is to a beginner. Yeah, yeah. Starting ICT itself is Chinese. Yeah, especially when you just don't know much about trading. What about you, Jason? How long you been studying ICT or trading for that matter? Yeah, maybe I can look into that. The delay. Um, yeah, I should probably look into that. Maybe it's on my end, but my stream settings are. I don't know if I can. I guess I'll look into that afterwards. Maybe there's a way I can make it better. My internet isn't that good though, so maybe that's also why. I need to get Ethernet, and I'm moving soon, so I'm waiting till I get into my new place to set up Ethernet and then make sure I can do everything I can to improve the streaming progress. The thing is, my stream though isn't delayed by 2 minutes. It's only delayed by 20 seconds. Like from the time at the bottom right to the time I'm seeing right now. Because I'm watching the stream. Maybe it's because of the way I'm viewing the live chat. Actually, I'm viewing the live chat from uh, watching my own stream. That could be why actually. I know there's a way of just viewing the live chat and managing the live chat using Streamlabs, but I'm using OBS, so it might be just the way I'm viewing the live chat. November 2023. Nice, man. Yeah, stick with it. My favorite playlist is 2023 Mentorship. That's the one I started with, and the first episode. Then he told me to go watch all the other playlists, and I had to do that. I just watched Market Maker Primer Course and 2022 Mentorship. Those are the ones I studied and took notes on, and by February I was ready for. I wouldn't say maybe I was ready, but I started 2023 Mentorship and did my best to keep up with it. So I had a lot of time on my hands, though. It's hard to keep up with if you're gonna do it in 1 year and you're new. A lot of people don't like 2023 though, because it's long. I think there's like over 100 videos, and a lot of them are hours long. So the thing too is the other series are like structured. This one's just live, and there's no real way of knowing which videos will have gems in it, like really good information in it, without taking your notes and then looking at your notes, because they're just live streams and him just rambling, and you have to sit through the rambling, have to suffer a whole load of things that don't matter, and then inside that discussion there may be like a couple things that are very valuable that you need to listen to the whole thing to get, and that's just, I guess, the reason why so many people don't like it. But it is, in my opinion, the best mentorship that he has. Least popular though. So moving sideways could be enticing more people to take a trade. And I'm seeing though low resistance liquidity, higher and lower. So sort of like a breakout, potentially chopping up traders right now. But I'm still favoring higher. Again, the S&P probably is not at its high yet. Still think this can go higher a little bit. And then the hourly chart, of course, I want it to close on the 4-hour chart. I'd like it to close up above this trend, so I expect it to stay sideways, if not sideways, higher. I mainly learned off TT trades. I did see some of his videos. He makes clean videos. But watched a good amount of ICT videos. I also was on Twitter and someone leaked the MMXM course, so I watched all of that, and I can read the market pretty good now. The MMXM course, is that from ICT, the model, the charter model playlist? Because I know he teaches MMXM in there, or is it somebody else that is teaching MMXM? Oh, is it TT Trades' course? Maybe. I see him talking a lot about the Market Maker X model. So see, we're gonna get a nice run on those highs. Good thing you you were playing Jaser. Yeah, I think I actually know what course you're talking about. Actually, there was a course that taught a lot of market maker buy model that was leaked. I sent it. Yeah, hold on. Is it this one by Paul Mears? I watched like the first couple videos of this, and I really liked the way he was structuring it. The way he was teaching, it was very clear. And probably like this, just I mean I don't know enough to judge because I didn't watch most of the videos, but from the first 2 or 3 videos, I really liked the way he was teaching it. So like I think I don't know. I have never heard of Paul Mears though at all, and these videos have like no views. I don't know who leaked this. Some of the videos have 0 views. From MMXM himself. There's somebody called MMXM. The MMXM trader. Oh, never heard of him. Yeah, the Paul Mears guy, the best resources, the best resources you can get for market maker buy model is probably Paul's Mears, the playlist I just showed, because, well, without actually giving my opinion on that one, if you just want to look at ICT, he has a couple charter models in his charter model playlist that talk really a lot about market maker buy model, and then there's like 1 month in core content. I think it's month 11 or 12. I don't know, one of the months that talk about market maker buy model and sell model, and then there's this 2023 mentorship. Your messages are like 30 seconds late though. That message where you said yes is that one was like 30-40 seconds. I will really try my best to look into what's going on so that the stream can be better. Like, are you seeing your messages pop up late? Or is it just because I'm answering them late? I'll be right back. I gotta go put my laundry in the dryer. I'm back. Both have mid Wi-Fi? Maybe. And maybe I'll look into what I can do. But Dow can still go higher. And today is like one of those days where we could see a large range day. I know it doesn't look like it because we've just been going higher all day, but there's many times where we have done that. We've been going up all day, and then the first hour, 9 to 10 a.m. starts to kind of like create these breakers, retrace lower a little bit, and I would get into shorts and then just get wrecked every time. So I try and short here, and then I try and short on this candle and the retracement, and it would just continue trending higher until about 11 o'clock, where it just completely trends higher. There's a trade here that's bothering me. I don't like it when numbers are still on my screen. Where is it? There it is. So we'll see if it plays out, if there is a short or not, but nothing I'd like to take. Let me do my stream check, see all the streams, if they're long or short. If they're short, oh, okay, no, Tanja's long. Maybe she's gonna be right today. It's hard to read the market this morning, like judging by other people, because I don't know, Top Step, I went into the chat trying to read the chat, and apparently there's something wrong with Top Step. Everyone's asking for resets, but I'm not able to see like overall where people think it's gonna go. what it looks like though, Top Step some of the traders on Top Step might be thinking it's gonna go higher. I'm still holding on to my bias and going higher. It could stab down and sort of interrupt this trend to build up more liquidity. Preferably, I'd like to see it not do that and just hold this inverse fair value gap and just trend higher. Outside of this daily fair value gap, the inverse one that is in light pink. So we'll see if that happens. I should probably stop looking at other streams, because anyways, I'm about to get off. We are maybe like 5 more minutes. I'll stay. This up close candle is still being held, like we're not trading beneath it. So if I want to see a huge trend, we should not trade beneath that up close candle. We should continue trading higher, unless it wants to do one more run lower. Possible, but then I'd have lower expectations for how large the trend will be. And we do have good news tomorrow too, PCE. So that buy side liquidity up here can also be left for tomorrow, where the news might create a second expansion and then a reversal. But I want to at least get close to it today. If this inverses, it might probably make a run down to maybe like this low at 10.08. Looks like it's gonna inverse about 40 points. But it's not gonna inverse. Alright, well, I've talked about my bias enough today, so I'll just close it. Let me just look at all the other markets actually before I do that. S&P, again, still want it to close higher above this sort of consolidation, that trend lower on the 4-hour chart. And that's another 3 hours and a half, so sideways or higher price action. I'd want it to close higher on the 1-hour chart, so I need to see it go up a little bit more, like another 10 points to 5, maybe 5 points, like 3 to 5 points at least, close around there above these highs so that we've swept the liquidity. And the Dow, yeah, I'd like it to close above here. The dollar order block could start to go lower again, but if the dollar starts to go lower again, that would help the indices go higher. But it's also just possible that the dollar just doesn't do anything else for the rest of the day. Alright, well, inversed. Okay, actually, let me just stick for this run. Yeah, I don't know. I want to see it expand here, lower, but it's not. It's coming back on it. If it starts to revisit this too much, I would probably think that this just swept this low and disrupted that trend a little bit, because this trend was a little clean to start a run higher, so this might be getting people into shorts, thinking that the trend broke. And I don't know how much lower it needs to go before it goes higher, but it's very possible that it'll turn and go higher any moment here. I think the only reason price is going lower is to stop out Tanja trades, because Tanja was in a long. Her stop is liquidity. It's too big. She has like a 34-point stop. That's a lot. That's a lot of points. I mean, she took 2 losses yesterday, and now she has a 34-point stop with 2 contracts. She didn't move her leverage. This cannot be real funds. I mean, this is crazy. She took 2 losses yesterday with 2 contracts, both and now she's still trading with 2 contracts with a huge stop, bigger than usual at 34 points. I mean, she's putting on the line like almost $1,600 on this trade after 2 losses yesterday. I don't understand how she's profitable, but her whole chat's always fading her. So I don't know, maybe she's just streaming for the sake of people watching her. But I don't know. I don't think I think she has a good trade. It's just that we're way above midnight open, so the odds to get stopped out if you're longing anywhere are higher, because like as I mentioned, we've just been trending higher. So if price wants to come back and make a deep retracement, it can easily do that. It's just that I wouldn't bet on it because I'm thinking that we go higher. Like, I don't see a complete reversal. But deep retracements, yeah, like I can see that. It's just that I don't really want to trade on those. Like if I had gone on this inverse fair value gap, price would have already came back to the entry. And still being supported. Thing is, it comes back to the entry, but it's still being supported by that inverse fair value gap. So it's very high resistance when you're going to go against the order flow. And like another reason why the order flow I can only really see higher is because if you're going to go and use the look back, there's no lows to trade to in the last 3 days. There's only the highs, which is why like right now it's either going to consolidate, it's going to move sideways, or it's going to go higher. If it consolidates, we can see these deep retracements, but because I can only frame higher prices in terms of bias, I'm not trying to take part of these deep retracements because it's just higher resistance and it's lower probability. You see here, it went up, goes back down, creates a new low, now it's already come back up, showing an up close candle. Like, would you feel comfortable taking a trade from up here? Like, I wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't. Anyways, I gotta get off soon. Should probably be already off. Just write down some things in my journal. Okay, I'm gonna end it here. But as you can see, like the short, the inverse or value gap short, only worked for a little bit. Looks like Tangent might actually make money today, and that's good. I might give her congratulations in her stream because she's brave for continuing with the same leverage with everyone watching her trading after the losses. So yeah, that's it.